one of the questions we were getting a lot on Twitter and just from people in our network is, I thought you guys were going to launch this on Skool. So why did you choose WAP, which is the platform that we ended up releasing Internet Money on, as opposed to Skool, which recently was invested into by guys like Alex Hormozi? Obviously, it's Sam Ovens' product. Like, what about WAP do we like better than Skool?
Just the community aspect isn't great in Skool, in my opinion. Like, it's very hard to go back and forth and engage and talk to people.
Yeah.
The way the feed works, it's not always like chronological. You can't segment very easily. Just the UI for Skool is great as just like strictly an LMS. But in terms of like chatting and going back and forth, which there's a ton of back and forth when you're in that beginner phase. I love Skool for what it is, but I just think for like an actual community where people are talking to each other and helping it out, it kind of stinks.
I agree. I think like in the simplest form, it's just like there needs to be a live chat.
Yeah.
Like there needs to be like a place where everyone in the community can go and send a message like instantaneously, like a big iMessage group chat.
Yeah.
Essentially. Whereas in Skool, like the only way to communicate to the group is to like put together a formal post with like a title and attachments. And like the only way to respond to that is through like a comment.
Yeah.
It just doesn't.
It all takes way too much effort.
It's too much effort, and there's no discourse happening. It's just people posting at each other rather than like in a chat. Like Internet Money is like hilarious. It's just like a big iMessage group chat that we're now all in.
Yeah.
And like it's like instant. Like there's messages like every single second from other guys that are being sent. They're talking, they're replying to each other, they're reacting with emojis. And it's fun. Like it feels like the community is actually alive. Whereas you look at a Skool community, it's like, yeah, there's thousands of people in here, but it just feels dead. Like, are there actually people here? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But dude, WAP is really cool. It's been fun working with their team. Shout out to Hunter if he's out there listening. This guy's an absolute beast, bro. Like, if there's the best example of how to do SaaS sales, it's this guy. And this guy, ask Daniel, like, just an absolute stud. He's a legend. I think literally today, like Daniel was like asking a bunch of questions, like, hey, we need this feature, we need that feature. And like Hunter was like responding to Daniel with like the linear ask request that he had like immediately sent within a couple of minutes to their development team. And then today, he's like, actually, by the way, I want you to get on a call with one of our founders and just tell them all of your feature recommendations yourself. Like, I just want to loop you guys in with the C-suite and
what
the
is
founder
like the
team.
what is the definition of what they are? Because like they're on the App Store, the description for their app makes no sense.
What does it say?
It says,
well, on the App Store, the perspective is probably more from like a student experience.
use your apps and get notified.
What does it say?
Use your apps and get notified.
Yeah, so the way they...
Is it built like on top of Discord and stuff? Like,
no, so they have WAP, or they call them WAPs, or I think WAPs are apps. I don't even know, to be honest. But they have apps. Like, so an app would be like chat. An app would be like the course functionality. An app would be like, if you go into Internet Money, it's really cool. There's an app called ListKit. And if you click it, it just takes you to listkit.com or listkit.io.
okay.
And it's like within the course, you are now on the ListKit website. You can go through it. You can sign up. You can use ListKit like while in Internet Money. It's like iframed into the actual course, which is cool. Sick. And so it's got a lot of cool features like that. They have like the affiliate program iframed into it. So I think the apps are just, is that what it said? Use your apps and get notified. I think it's just like getting notified from your Internet Money chat app or Internet Money course app, if that makes sense.
Yep.
So I don't know. Their team just seems super innovative. They're fun to work with. They actually take user feedback seriously and like they quickly implement it, like we've seen with a lot of requests we've put in since, you know, working on this Internet Money launch. Whereas Skool, it just feels like it hasn't changed since it's launched. Like I don't think it's changed at all.
They have dark mode. I haven't seen an update since we started on there.
Right? It looks the exact same. It works the exact same. And it's not like anything's broken. It's just that there's so much missing.
Yeah.
And I've seen this from so many other creators. So I don't know what's happening at Skool, but I know Hormozi's listening. You got to get your shit together, bro.